statewide newscast. Arkansas Today.
Welcome back. Today we're joined by Marty Ryle, the director of Arkansas Heritage, to tell us all about how we can celebrate our favorite restaurants, chefs, food-themed events, and much more by nominating them for the 2024 Arkansas Food Hall of Fame. Marty, thank you so much for joining us today.
Glad to be here, Katrin. Thank you for having us.
So we look forward to the Food Hall of Fame every single year, but for those who are not aware, tell us more about how this came about and then what does the program do?
Well, this is the 8th year of the Arkansas Food Hall of Fame, so it's relatively new, and it's to recognize Arkansas has such a rich culture and food history, and there's so many great, fantastic restaurants and chefs and entrepreneurs out there that make Arkansas a really great food scene, and we just wanted to celebrate that. So for 8 years now, this is the 8th, we have recognized the best restaurants and the proprietors, and we have several categories we can talk about, but the one people remember is the Food Hall of Fame. We recognize 3 restaurants every year that have to have been in continuous operation for 25 years. So those that are established, that really have a good following that people know about and have maintained, they've weathered kind of the storms, and so there's a rich history there, and so we recognize 3 of those a year as that's kind of our premier category.
Yeah, the big category that people maybe remember most or focus on. But you mentioned that there are 5 categories, so walk us through what those 5 are.
Sure. So other than the Arkansas Hall of Fame, the 3 restaurants, we have Proprietor of the Year, which can be a chef or a owner of a restaurant. They have to have been at their restaurant for a year, so it's not as long, and it has to be an Arkansas-owned restaurant. Okay. And your national chains don't apply. So
yeah, it has to be local.
It has to be a local Arkansas-owned restaurant. Then we have a food theme event of the year. So we've recognized, of course, the Coon Supper in Gillette has been a food theme event in the past, and the Duck Gumbo Cook-Off in Stuttgart. So any festival or event out there around the state that has a food theme to it, one of those will be selected from those that are nominated from the public. And then we have the People's Choice Award, which is you can nominate any restaurant in the state. It can even be a food truck if you want to nominate. And so then that's truly the people get to vote on that and pick that. And then we have the Gone But Not Forgotten, which is a restaurant that existed at one time but has gone away. And so, for example, Coy's in Hot Springs, a steakhouse, is an example of one that was inducted into the Hall of Fame as a Gone But Not Forgotten. So those are the categories, and the voting started yesterday. It'll run through February 29th, so people can go online. It's arkfood.hof.com, HOF for Hall of Fame.
There you go, right there. Yep.
And through February 29th, and you can vote for your favorite. Again, your favorite chef or owner, your favorite restaurant. They're all on there not to vote, nominate, I'm sorry.
Yes.
We have a committee. I need to talk about the committee. We have 13 people in the committee. We have some great experts in food and culture around the state of Arkansas. Kat Robinson, who's written Arkansas Food. He's written several books about Arkansas food. Rex Nelson, Democrat Gazette, who travels a lot and writes a lot about food. We have Jennifer Mon this year has joined us. She was one of the finalists on Master Chef, Gordon Ramsay's program, who's a well-known chef around Arkansas. She's on there. We have David Ware, who is our state historian, so we get the history aspect in there. So we have a great group of people, that will. Once the nominations are in, the finalists will be announced in May, and then after the finalists are announced, then in September we will announce the winners.
The big winners. It's so exciting that it's coming up this year. So make sure, if you need to nominate someone, if you know someone or your restaurant that is going to be perfect for this, make sure you get that in by February 29th. And Marty, thanks so much for joining us today.
Thank you so much. We appreciate it.
Of course.